It's the Daily Dog.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. I am thankful that you are with us today. I think it was last week that one of my supporters over on Patreon asked me who was among my top 5 artists or bands that I have reviewed on the channel, my personal favorites. And I decided to go ahead and answer. And after thinking about it, I did include Steven Wilson on that list. And their response was, well, then why the hell have you not done more Steven Wilson on the channel? And I said, well, I've listened to a bunch of his music before, so these would not be true first listen reactions. And they said, we don't care. We'd like to hear you do some more Steven Wilson, and so that's what we are doing today. The song that I have picked is one of my favorites by him, and it is called Drive Home. He released this song in 2013 on an EP with several other songs. This is the title track and the first track on that EP. It has an accompanying music video that we are going to use to react to today. On the recording, Steven Wilson is on vocals, keyboards, and guitars. Nick Beggs is on bass and backing vocals. Guthrie Govan is on lead guitar. Adam Holdsman on keyboards, Marco Miniman on drums, and Theo Travis on woodwinds. The video itself is directed by Jess Cope, produced by Tom Kay, and edited by Topher Holland. It is an epic, sort of anthemic piece that, if you haven't heard it before, you're in for a treat. It's a lovely, lovely tune. I found a quote from Steven Wilson talking about Guthrie Govan and the monumental guitar solo that happens during the second half of this track. And he said that it's an extraordinary guitar solo. Guthrie's playing is sublime. For me, this is the memory of this song. So this is Steven talking. He says, I had done a guitar solo on the demo, knowing that I wanted an anthemic epic solo at the end. In the studio, we did 4 or 5 takes, and each time Guthrie would reinvent the idea of what the solo could be. The particular solo that we chose was either the first or the second one. It was so inspired and had such a beautiful sense of logic and storytelling to it. It's one take, unedited, and it's just unbelievably brilliant, and it's improvised. So that's part of the genius of this, right? We get not only Steven Wilson and his writing and this wonderful piece, but we get to hear a really great guitar solo by Guthrie Govan. So let's dive into that and see what Drive Home is like. Here we go. Has a lovely little opening here. They're in E minor. E minor. A major. F. C. D. Back to E minor. And the animation in this is just astonishingly wonderful. Yeah, G sharp minor down to D major 7. E minor, C, A major, turns to A major 7, back to the E minor chord, 1, 5, 6, major 4, major 4, 7, back to the E minor chord. The mixing is just so impeccable and well crafted. Everything sounds just right. There's that D sharp. The guitar solo comes in. And it starts out so simple and open. 1 down to 6, so down by a third, down by another third, and it lands on that same major 4 chord. They add the major 7th to that, a G sharp. Back to this little section that ends on a B chord. That one ends on a D. As he starts to remember the trauma that he's been suppressing this whole time of the car accident, right? Has a new feel to it, but it's the same progression. And the woodwinds have this lovely little color that adds to it. So brill. Bass comes in. There he goes. It's heart-wrenching, but hopeful at the same time. Guthrie goes to the 7ths of the first 2 chords. Right, the D of the E chord and the B of the C chord to open up the phrasing as his solo starts these phrases. The notes don't have to be fast; they just have to be the right ones at the right time. Down to 6, down to 4. It's a descending third progression. And it just keeps looping and looping and looping, trying to remind our protagonist of what has happened so that he can finally start to work through the trauma of this particular story and of his loss. Starts to rise. He's going to make it out of the depths, right? It's a great video. Ends on an A chord. It's unfinished. The journey is not done. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Oh man, Drive Home, Steven Wilson, one of my absolute favorites. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Cold window pane, a car upturned in the rain. Wait on in vain, don't try to bear the blame. Deal with the pain, dust down your wings again. You need to clear away all the jetsam in your brain and face the truth. Well, love can make amends, but while the darkness always ends, you're still alone. So drive home. I think it's about losing time. He has suppressed this memory and in an attempt to just protect his own emotions. And over time, you feel incomplete or sort of disconnected from your own history. And so dealing with that trauma and that pain is daunting. It's emotional, but in the end, I think we're better for it if we can have support to come out and come through dealing with all of that. Heavy, heavy subject, but man, the art can help give us the courage to go through these journeys and deal with our own traumas and know that we'll come out better and rise at the end, right? Wonderful stuff. I always admire Steven's lyrics, his sensibilities. It's just right, just like grandma's porridge, right? There's not too many notes. There's not too many notes. It's just right down the middle. Always a great listen. So wonderful stuff. I am glad that you've been with us today. I hope that you enjoyed that and the fact that it wasn't a true reaction and one that I know, but it's one that I wanted to share with you. So thanks for being with us, and we will see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.